Hey, Taveion, this is Jared with the Daily News. You guys have put yourself in a position where you kind of control your own destiny in terms of winning the division. How good does it feel to be in this position at this point, and what's it going to take to finish this off?
It definitely feels good. We worked hard for this, and we worked all off season for this, and that's what we've been working up to. So to get this, that'll mean a lot.
Hey, Taveion, this is Nick Keyser from the College Heights Herald. Yeah, we just spoke to Coach, and Jared just brought to light that Coach is on his 99th victory right now. So being one of the upperclassmen, he can get that 100th win, but, added that, what kind of note do you guys want to hope to finish on this weekend when you guys play Old Dominion?
We want to bring that confidence to a new level. I feel like last week they boosted everybody's confidence. Everybody played well, everybody played together, everybody seemed like they was having fun and excited. So, I just feel like that'll just boost the team's confidence up even more for this tournament.
Hey, Taveion, Jared with the Daily News again. Coach said that you guys haven't really talked about it much, but the NCAA issued that blanket waiver for an additional year of eligibility this year. Normally it would be your last year. Is using that something that you've thought about or made any decisions about at this point? And, if this is your last weekend playing games at Diddle, what are you going to, remember most about your time here?
One thing me and the guys and coach haven't really talked about next year yet. So, we're just really focused on getting this trophy this year and bringing it back home. But, the memories, there's too many, there's a lot that could just top. I could say one and the next one will top it off. But, it was a blessing.
Hey, Taveion, this is Nick. I guess you'll have to relish some more moments to actually make this coming weekend and then the weeks after. But my next question for you is, Taveion is a freshman, and I looked at the stats just to take a look, and he's in third place for assists. And just how big have you seen him develop this year? And I guess just what does he bring to you guys heading into the tournament?
Seeing him develop was, it's good. I used to ask the older guys what's good to see, like a freshman come in and, dominate at his position. And it's good to see that he took on the point guard role pretty good. And, he stepped up big time for us. And, we're going to look for more of that this weekend and more coming up.
How much have you dug into Scout on Old Dominion, and, what do you know about them at this point?
Pretty much the guy. I know all their game pretty much. I've played against them almost 8 times since I've been here. So, I know what the system. I know what they like to do. I know what they're trying to do to win. So, there's one tendency that I can take on. But, we've been working on Scout since yesterday. So, we're just gonna take on what they did new this season and just keep learning from there.
Hey, I got one more question for you. You said that you were looking at that scout, and I noticed that they're not the best team shooting around the perimeter in the arc. So what's it going to take for you guys to force those shots coming from the outside this weekend?
Stay in front of our man. You just got to play good defense. And you just can't let them get to their spots and, get to the rim whenever they want. You just got to play D and lock up.
I know you said that you haven't really talked about what the future holds, and I know you reflected on your time at Diddle a little bit. But looking at this senior class, some people have joined you guys along the way. Like Coop, like Carson, but you and Josh, been here the last 4 years. What's your relationship been like with him? From the start up until now, and what's it like being with him? Every day.
He's definitely my best friend for sure. We can come to each other whenever we want. It don't matter the time, whenever. It's been a blessing to come across him for the past 4 years, and I appreciate him being along this ride.
I guess just to add on to Jared's question, I'll ask you about Coach. Just what has the relationship been like between you and Coach Rick? And just what are you gonna remember about Rick Stansberry? That's what I was trying. I don't think you could hear me.
I couldn't hear you.
What's your relationship like with Coach?
It's really hard to find because if you've seen Coach, it's hard to see how he is. But you know, our relationship is pretty good. You know, it's great, really. You know, he's taught me a lot since I've been here. You know, before I got here, you know, I just wanted to hoop and get buckets. You know, that's all I thought. But you know, he taught me more than just scoring, and taught me that you can impact the game, however, any way besides that. And you know, I've took that into thought a lot.
I've got one more, pretty off topic, but about 50 years ago now, Western Kentucky began their run to the only Final Four in program history. You know, I guess, what do you know about that 70-71 team, or what do you think about when you know, think about them, and how have you seen, or, you know, what kind of impact do you think that's had on the program up until this point where you guys are, you know, about to start that journey trying to do that yourselves?
You know, I don't really know much about them, but you know, that's definitely something to look up to. You know, we want to be up there, but if not greater. But you know, we want to make a deep run. We want to, you know, we want to first win this tournament, of course. But you know, that's where our heads at. Our heads is to win the next few games, just keep them rolling.
Good. Thanks, Taveion.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Hey, Josh, Jared with the Daily News. You know, first question I asked Taveion, you guys have put yourself in a position where you control your own destiny in terms of trying to win this East Division. You know, how good is that, and what's it going to take to, you know, come out there this weekend and try to do just that?
Just going into practice today, you know, going into the scout, making sure we're up to date on the game plan and all that, what we need to know going into this weekend, and just watch film, have a nice practice, and come out tomorrow ready to bring the energy.
Hey, Josh, this is Nick Keyser from the College Heights Herald. We didn't see the past two games, but just personally for you, how are you feeling heading into this weekend?
I'm anxious to get back on the court, you know, anxious to play these last few games with the bros, anxious to play these last two games in Diddle Arena, and just ready to get back on the court and win and play with my bros.
You know, looking at Old Dominion, I guess, how deep into the scout are you? And, you know, at this point, what do you know about them?
Well, I remember them from the previous years playing. I remember a couple of the guys from the team my freshman year. So I definitely, you know, kind of have a feel for them and just how they play their game. And but we haven't watched scout just yet. But we'll do that after practice and get into that and see what our game plan will be and just get ready for tomorrow.
Josh, this is Nick again. Just wanted to ask you about Taveion. I know that Tavion's been one of the bigger playmakers on the team this season, and he's also a freshman, and he's third in the conference in assists. And just how big is his play for you guys this weekend and for the tournament that's ahead?
Dave's been big, you know, playing that point guard role. It's the biggest role on the team. You know, for him to come in and play that as a freshman, I feel like that's big, and it's a big part of our success and the reason we've been playing so well. But you know, we're just looking for him to keep doing what he's been doing, and you know, we'll be fine.
Josh, you know, I asked Taveion about it. You know, you've had some seniors come in, you know, along the way with Carson, with Kenny, but you and Taveion have, you know, been there from the start together. He said that you guys are best friends. I guess, how would you describe your relationship? And, you know, at what point would you say you became best friends? Was it like a stepbrothers moment, or, you know?
Yeah, I could say pretty much it was just over the course of time. You know, we spent so much time together just on the court, and then after the court, you know, we hang out pretty much all day, and weekends too, we go out and do stuff and hang out. And just over the years watching those guys who came in with us just leave, and I feel like that kind of brought our relationship closer. You know, so that was big, and it's just been a blessing to just be by his side and, you know, watch him do the things he do, and it's just been a great experience for me.
Josh, this is Nick again. Just how big has Coach Stansberry been for you during your 4 years here, and just what ways did he really help develop you, become the player that you are now?
Coach has been big. He's been real big. I feel like just his history itself, you know, says a lot about him as a coach. But personally, I feel like over the years, he's gave me a lot of confidence, you know, to just continue to get better and just allow me to play my game. And I feel like now I'm really comfortable in the role that I'm in, and just, you know, when I'm out there on the court, I feel like I could play my game and just am able to do whatever I want to, within the team. So that's big that he gives us that trust and confidence just to be able to make those plays and just be comfortable playing the game.
I've got one more that's kind of off topic. About 50 years ago, Western Kentucky, started their postseason run and made it to the Final Four, the only one in program history. I know that's something you guys starting the postseason run. You want to win the conference tournament, continue playing throughout the postseason. When you think, I guess, of that 1970-71 Final Four Western Kentucky team, I guess, how much do you know about them or what do you think? And, now that you're in a position trying to do that, maybe one last go around, I guess, what's on your mind?
Well, I don't really know much about them personally, but I mean, we know what we did. We know what they've done, on the court and the success they've had. So that's definitely kind of like, the standpoint for us to what we're looking at and what we want to come back and do, just recreate, if not be better than what they did. And so it's just like, I could say it's like they're the I don't know the word I'm trying to say, but yeah, pretty much the standard, like what we're looking to, just looking for who we're looking to play like.
I think we're good, Josh. Thank you.
Thanks,
Appreciate you.
Josh.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Dana.